Build you ever pondered how to build a deeper, more meaningful connection with a woman? Are you sick and weary of meaningless, surface-level conversations? In this video, we'll explore how women actually want you to talk to them. It's important to remember that it's not just about what you say. It's also about how you present yourself, your enthusiasm, and your application. Classical Stoic values to rise to the top, a man deserving of respect and appreciation. Women are drawn to guys naturally who, rather than using flamboyant language or phony charm to stand out from the crowd, instead use inner strength, emotional intelligence, and genuine communication. By the time this film ends, you'll understand the Stoic secret of luring ladies, the ways to make your talks more meaningful, and how to develop a high-value man's perspective. Now that you're prepared to step up your game, let's begin with Lesson 1, the importance of quality over quantity in presence. Men often make the mistake of not being totally present in a world full of distractions when speaking to women. Genuine presence is precious and uncommon. Being totally present in a discussion involves being cognitively, emotionally, and physically attuned to the moment. When you're engaged in a conversation, you listen intently, participate with sincerity, and establish a connection that goes beyond the surface. Women don't just listen to you, they feel your energy. When speaking with women, it is important to remember that Stoicism encourages us to be mindful and focused in the present, free from distractions and needless worry about the past or future. Here's a useful hint. Women will sense that you're someone who values the moment and, more importantly, values them. Lesson 2, confidence without ego, the silent power, a high value. If you can just listen to her without thinking about what you're going to say next. The next time you're in a conversation with a woman, just be silent. Men don't gloat or boast because they are self-aware and don't require other people's approval to be valuable. Men who are humble yet self-assured captivate women. This confidence comes from understanding who you are and what you have to offer without feeling the need to show it all the time. The masters of this balancing were the Stoics. One of the most influential individuals in history, Marcus Aurelius, frequently spoke on the value of humility and reminded himself that real power came from inside rather than from praise from others. Let your confidence when speaking with a woman originate from self-assurance rather than arrogance. Refrain from trying to impress her by telling her about your achievements. Instead, allow your personality and your composed attitude do the talking. Music, discussing practical practice. The next time you're in a discussion, resist the impulse to talk about yourself or look for approval by flipping the script. Inquire about her hobbies and experiences, demonstrating sincere curiosity without attempting to outdo her. Your confidence combined with this humility will set you out as a high-value man. Lesson 3. Mastering the art of intense discussions content rather than idle chatter. When interacting with women, most guys focus on short conversation, which has its place, but isn't what creates deep ties. Women seek deep, thought-provoking interactions and to be understood. Elevated worth. Stoicism teaches us to reflect on the deeper meaning of life and consider what's truly important. You can bring this same approach to your conversations instead of asking superficial questions like, "What do you do for fun?" Men are skilled at leading conversations towards topics that reveal more about the person they're talking to. Asking her what she is passionate about that most people are unaware of will help her open up more meaningfully and provide useful advice. The next time you're with a lady, take the topic in a different direction by asking her about her goals, her beliefs, or what inspires her. When you show interest in her personal life, she will perceive you as someone who is truly interested in her and not just in casual conversations. Lesson 4. The significance of non-verbal cues like body language in communicating. The whole total of your body language, facial gestures, and eye contact is much greater than the sum of your words. Talk about a great value. Man is aware of the significance of non-verbal clues and how they might amplify or diminish his message. Stoicism places a strong emphasis on self-control, and this also applies to body language. When you're collected and at ease, it comes through in your posture and overall demeanor. Women are particularly perceptive when it comes to non-verbal cues, so be sure your body language corresponds with what you're saying. For example, keep your arms extended and avoid turning your head away while she's speaking. Make eye contact, but don't go overboard to the point where it unnerves her. Posing in a carefree, assured manner conveys to women that you're at ease with who you are, which is quite appealing. Useful advice. Become conscious of your body language when conversing with ladies. Maintain a straight back, stand tall, and maintain intentional yet relaxed eye contact. Your value will be subtly communicated by the way you carry yourself. Lesson 5. Empathy is crucial. Listen to understand, don't respond. One of the best things about a man is his ability to listen. That is, to actually comprehend the feelings and ideas that lie behind the words, rather than just hearing them. When it comes to Stoicism, there is a significant emphasis on empathy and understanding people. Women are frequently more emotionally intuitive than men, and they cherish interactions in which they feel heard and understood. Marcus Aurelius talked about the value of listening to people without passing judgment, since this is the way to true wisdom. When a lady speaks to you, avoid the urge to interrupt her or provide advice. Solutions. Rather of trying to solve her problems, women frequently prefer someone who will just listen to them and understand how they feel. The next time you're talking to a lady, use this practical practice to demonstrate to her that you understand her perspective. When she says something, give your full attention to listening. Don't answer right away. Instead, pause and consider what she said. This demonstrates that you're interested in the topic and that you respect her viewpoint. Lesson 6. Don't reveal everything at music. Value of mystery, formerly of great value. Men are aware that being transparent might occasionally backfire on you. Women are drawn to mystery by nature. Thus, they value a man who withholds some information about himself from them at first. You don't have to divulge every detail of your life in one conversation. Instead, let things develop organically over time. This keeps women interested and curious about you. Stoicism encourages us to be measured in our actions and words. Women will value the effort you put into revealing more facets of your personality. Being mysterious doesn't mean being evasive or distant. Rather, it means progressively exposing aspects of yourself that leave room for curiosity. When you withhold some information and let conversations develop organically, you create an air of intrigue. This demonstrates depth, a quality of a high-value man. Useful guidance. The next time you're with a woman, don't feel obligated to tell her everything about your life. Instead, share insightful observations and save some information for later. Allow her to be inquisitive about you. Inquiry to develop Lesson 7. Emotional self-control, the Stoic method of responding to emotions. Emotional restraint is one of Stoicism's basic tenets. Elevated worth. Women value men who can maintain their composure, especially in situations that might provoke emotional reactions. For example, if she shares something that could trigger an emotional reaction, or if the conversation becomes tense, your ability to remain calm and collected will demonstrate your strength of character. Men are not easily rattled by external events, especially when dealing with women. Stoicism emphasizes that we are powerless over outside circumstances. All we can do is react to them. Use this insight in your relationships. If the talk deviates into challenging terrain, refrain from overreacting and instead give it some thought before responding in a thoughtful, collected manner. Useful advice. The next time you're having a difficult conversation, try pausing before answering, taking a deep breath, gathering your thoughts, and speaking from a calm place. Women will notice your emotional resilience and will feel safer and more at ease with you. Lesson 8. Prioritize sincerity over strategy. Women are realists. Women can see through pickup lines and other manipulative techniques. So many guys make the mistake of depending on them to get their attention. Instead, what they really want is genuineness. To be a man of integrity means to be sincere in his goals, truthful in his communication, and loyal to oneself. Stoicism emphasizes living by your principles and resisting the pull of outside forces or fleeting wants. A high estimation. When a man is honest, he talks from the heart and acts with integrity, and he doesn't need to play games to attract women. You don't need to put on a front or pretend to be someone you're not, because your genuineness will make you more attractive than any approach or strategy could ever hope to be. You naturally draw ladies who are drawn to you. Instead of attempting to impress others, concentrate on being the greatest version of yourself. Talk to women honestly and openly, and have faith that your authenticity will come through. Women will value your honesty and be drawn to your sincere personality. Lesson N9. While sincerity and depth are important, having a sense of humor lightens the mood and can even make a woman chuckle. Having a sense of humor demonstrates that you don't take things too seriously and that you can enjoy the moment. Laughing is a great approach to build rapport and diffuse tension in any situation. Although Stoics were known for being serious people, they were also funny people. Marcus Aurelius discussed the value of maintaining a balanced viewpoint and accepting life's trials in his writings. This wisdom can be used in conversations to inject humor, even in serious ones. Women value men who can strike a balance between serious and meaningful conversations and light-hearted moments. You can establish an intellectual and emotional connection with a woman by making her laugh. Avoid forcing jokes or trying too hard to be humorous. Instead, allow comedy come up naturally in conversation. Pay attention to when you can make light-hearted remarks or tease someone, but always do it with grace and kindness. Having a good sense of humor together is one of the simplest methods to develop a deeper bond. Lesson 10. Succession. Don't hesitate to express your feelings. Many men think that being vulnerable is a sign of weakness, but in actuality, women find great attraction in guys who can be emotionally honest and open. Vulnerability demonstrates strength, since it takes guts to be vulnerable and share your true feelings and experiences. Stoicism promotes emotional management and insight as a high-value man, not the suppression of emotions. Being honest about your struggles, worries, and experiences is what it means to be vulnerable. Sincerity and genuine connection arise when one is prepared to display weakness rather than always projecting an air of superiority. Being emotionally open allows for a deeper degree of intimacy and understanding. Useful advice in your next interaction with women who are interested in getting to know the real you rather than just the picture you present. Tell her about a personal experience that has molded you, a lesson you've learned from failure, or a worry you're overcoming. This doesn't have to be excessive, but showing her your vulnerability and showing her the human side of you is not only beautiful, but it fosters trust. Lesson 11. Patience and timing. Don't rush the exchange. Elevated worth. Men are aware that true connection requires time. Women like patient men who don't strive for quick pleasure or rush into things. Being able to take things leisurely in conversation and in the development of a relationship demonstrates emotional maturity and confidence. Stoicism instills in us the virtues of patience and faith in the process. By exercising patience, you allow the relationship to grow organically. Women prefer men who take the time to get to know them, rather than those who rush the discussion or are in a rush to show themselves. Deeply rushing is frequently the result of insecurity or FOMO, but it also has a high value. Man recognizes that genuine connections are formed gradually over time and with intention. Taking this technique not only increases the significance of the relationship, but also demonstrates your self-assurance and lack of need for approval. Useful advice. Be patient when interacting with women. Women will value your willingness to take things slowly and thoughtfully, so enjoy getting to know her and let the relationship evolve gradually. Don't rush the talk or the relationship. In order to genuinely engage with women and distinguish yourself as a man of great worth, it's not about using flowery language or deceptive tactics. Rather, it's about projecting confidence, honesty, and presence in every interaction. By adopting Stoic principles, you may develop an emotionally intelligent and tranquil mentality that attracts women. Keep in mind that women desire more from a man than just conversation. They want a man who can truly listen to them, understands them, and interacts with them in a way that shows him to be a high-value man. By mastering these principles and approaching conversations with women from a place of genuine curiosity and confidence, you'll not only attract women, but also create deeper and more fulfilling relationships. Your goal should be to build meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Thank you for watching, and remember to hit the notification and subscribe buttons. Click to watch more videos about relationships, Stoicism, and personal development. Please share your opinions in the space provided below, and check back soon for additional tips on improving your life and relationships.